So this is Bonsai, or known as Excel, and these are the results of one of my friends, and yeah, that's pretty damn wicked. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking about the exquisite stamen, and when I mean exquisite, this bad boy packs one heck of a punch, and you just can't look at this thing and say, man oh man, this thing looks so goddamn beautiful. Even one of those guys from one of those antique places is gonna be like, oh goddamn, that has some crazy detail. And you know, throughout this match, it was alright. But I've had so many of these matches where I just lost, but I had some good goddamn games. Now, the cool thing about this mobile suit is the way it walks. It swivels its waist like, man oh man, like it's some sort of dance move. And you know, sometimes my teammates just can't figure out who the heck is behind a person in the back, and some dude just snuck behind my butthole, and I wasn't ready for these tactics. But my teammates came right on time. And that's the cool thing about this mobile suit. The melee does some pretty wicked damage. The melee is kind of like the cheat code booty slapper when no one sees it coming, and oh boy, it makes me go wild every single time when I do a crazy finisher with this GBO3. I was able to get behind this guy. And, you know, that's one of the flaws about this mobile suit. You know, like, you can literally go on for a full melee, and your teammate can be on the other side, and you're just like, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. You know, that's one of the problems with this mobile suit. And another problem with this mobile suit has to be machine guns. It's gotta have machine guns. You know, there's a lot of mobile suits that don't got machine guns, but, you know, come on. And the beam gun on it, it's kind of sad sauce, you know. I was expecting to just, you know, stagger an opponent. And, you know, goddamn, you don't know how much money I've tried to get this mobile suit. I think it's been almost like 2 years, and I finally got this goddamn mobile suit. Goddamn GBO3. I've been dreaming for this suit forever. I finally get it. And man oh man, it's not like the goddamn freaking game of, you know, the shenanigan, the Maxi Boost game, where you get all these mobile suits. You don't have to pay a single dollar for them. They're all free. But in this game, you gotta pay out of your pocket to get what you want. Sometimes you don't get what you want. And right over here, you know, I just wanted to help this guy over here because, you know, he was a goddamn raid going after our support, and that's important. You know, I'm always trying to keep an eye on the whole battlefield, and a lot of the times, you know, my allies just tend to ignore these moments. I was trying to bait that guy into that alley, but he wasn't following my direction. So, and I believe one of my teammates shot me. Goddamn, they really need to stop these goddamn freaking getting hit by teammates, because it's kind of getting really annoying. And when I mean really annoying, it's just like, yo, come on, I was gonna be able to finish this guy, and you know, it just completely destroys the whole situation, and the whole situation gets absolutely thrown into the trash. Now I'm trying to visualize this whole battlefield. I'm just looking at 1, 4, and 3, and they seem like they're just holding their ground real good, which that's what I like to see. I like to see my teammates, and my rocket just went through someone's legs. And man, oh man, sometimes just shooting at the legs is just so unreliable, and so many times. And you know, majority of the time, I'm just always shooting the waist. And that's one tip for you people: shoot at the waist. When you shoot at the waist, you know that waist ain't going nowhere. You shoot at the arms, you can go right through the arms. Shoot at the legs, you can go right through the legs. You can also shoot at the chest, which is pretty good. But boy oh boy, you know, sometimes shooting at the legs can be really unreliable. You know, have you seen those people who act like vibrators and they start moving their mobile suit like they're wickedly crazy? Yeah, that kind of throws you off in certain moments, and you actually shoot between the legs and you're just like, god damn, where'd my round go? That's the problem. Now, I was just trying to jump into the situation as quick as possible, but you know, boy oh boy, our pixies. In certain moments, you know, I just have no hope for pixies. I literally have no hope. The only hope I have for them is that if they can literally surprise attack, you know, these goddamn opponents, and you know, do their job. And that pixie just went in there, you know, he went dagger blazing. He just shoved that dagger in somewhere where they didn't see that coming. Now, right now, I kind of jumped into this whole situation a little bit too quick. I was trying to keep the whole enemy team eyes on me because I wanted my whole teammates to just come from behind him. It's a good thing if you actually come in guns blazing. Nice stuff when you're actually in a spotlight. Because if the whole enemy team is focused on your dummy butt, boy oh boy, they are going to regret it. And that's one really good tactic. If you grab the whole enemy's team attention onto you, that's where the magic happens. And if you fight off the whole enemy team, oh man, that's a pretty nice skill right there. But, you know, a lot of people just don't use it. It's a rare occasion. And I was able to graze that GBO2, and that was an honest, you know, beam sword touch. Not like a lot of those beam sword attacks where it's just like, come on, I literally thought I touched this man first. But, you know, they can literally be yelling, oh, you know, it was melee priority, blah blah blah. Well, I'm gonna tell you about melee priority. Even if you have a good ass mobile suit that has melee priority, eventually sometimes you won't even get your melee priority right off the bat. I've seen so many people use the goddamn axe and literally cut right through my head, and I literally beat them. Like, I literally beat them like in 1 second. And it's like, yo, where the heck was his right through the head axe attack in that 1 second? It didn't even damage me. Like, I feel sorry for these people. And I swear to God, man, like, I'd be literally slicing some dude like literally right in half with this beam sword, and yet the other guy literally hits me first. Like, come on. But that just shows you, you know, you're more skilled, because you get the attack first. You have a little bit more quick reaction, but you know, since there are a lot of people from other countries like Japan, where they get like unlimited supply of, oh, you know, I can get Wi-Fi faster than you, and then they start bragging how good they are and this and that. You know what, son? You just lucky you live over there. it's just getting to the point that I really want to live over there and then, you know, just poop on them and see like how does it feel to have someone a little bit more faster than you. Right there, I was able to graze that Mark II onto the ground. Now, the thing about the GBO3 is that it's pretty damn nice. It's got a crazy wicked beam sword. It's got a bazooka that folds. Cause you know, you gotta come and fold in them cards. And another cool thing about this mobile suit is the beam gun. But I feel like the beam gun is kind of, you know, lackluster. It's a kind of a sad story. Right there, you know, that explosive was supposed to be able to get him. But this is the problem about this mobile suit. You literally go right forward. You can't even stop your melee. It's so hard. You can, but you know, right here, it just didn't make any sense. That man hit me with his bazooka, and his splash was supposed to splash him too, and back him up. But apparently the game just loves to poop on you. Goddamn GPO game, man. These GPOs, man. Crazy stuff. And boy oh boy, this mobile suit, there's literally nothing like it. It's just, man oh man, this mobile suit would have been so good. And when I mean so good, it would have been nice if it had that beam stagger like a lot of these mobile suits have, and they have all these stagger options. I feel like they need a little, like just that little buff, you know. It'd be a freaking flawless mobile suit. I would love it. I just let that Rick Diaz finish that guy off. I just, you know, don't want to commit for a melee because, you know, I look like a retard when I hit my teammate. Now right here, that's the problem about that thing. At that moment, you know, I could have hit my teammate with that melee. That's the hard part about this mobile suit. But the cool thing about this mobile suit is that in certain moments, you know, you can literally knock down 3 enemy opponents in one huge hit. Like, if you can slide right through 3 opponents, oh boy, all hell. Like, you can even hit like 4 or 5 opponents if they were all bunched up in one single position. I know things like that never happen, but you know, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised by these crazy moments. Right here, I was able to boost onto him, and this and that. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Just don't bring up these goddamn melee priorities, because goddamn, it's just, I can't count on these melees. And what I mean I can't count on these melees, I swear to God, I'd get like my Shiki, and I'm just like 2, 3 feet into this guy with the melee, and it doesn't even hurt him. Like, come on. And it was on a support, and now it's just kind of painful. The cool thing about the GBO3 is that it's agile, and that's what makes this thing stand out. It's so agile. It's pretty good. It's a really decent level of agile, and I like it. I like the way it moves, the way you can actually evade. And another, I think, problem with this mobile suit is that someone can literally shoot your ass thrusters. You know, I'm just gonna call them the ass thrusters. You know, you could boost up to the goddamn moon with the ass thrusters, but with these things, you literally get shot on the ass, because these thrusters can actually, you know, it has a crazy hitbox. When you shoot at the GBO3's thrusters, it's pretty damn crazy. Some sad stuff. It's not as bad as the goddamn DJ, you know, goddamn Jurassic Park goddamn fins. I'm just gonna call them fins. Right there, you know, I saw this Mark II and I didn't see him wiggle like that. So I had to make sure he wiggled when he died. It's good, you know, it's good to make sure they're down, because sometimes when they're in low health, that's when they're real dangerous. You gotta take advantage because it's not nice stuff, you know. And I'm trying to go after this GBO2, and then I got right behind this Jar Jar guy. And those Jar Jar guys, dangerous melee. I believe their melee is so strong, you know, it can wipe out mobile suits if you're not smart enough, and you have to approach those guys a little bit more effectively. I literally got in front of my own teammate right here to save my teammate, because I knew my teammate was kind of, you know, low HP, but we were both kind of low HP. And boy oh boy, these Mark IIs were literally not having it. They weren't happy with me. And you know, the thing about the Mark IIs is that they have a crazy beam sword damage. You have a choice with either a beam gun or a rocket or shrapnel, I believe, and you have a machine gun with 80 rounds. Then you got the knuckle gun, which you can literally blow them away. And this is the power of this mole suit. Right here, I was able to knock down 3 opponents, and that's what I love about this mole suit. And at this point, you know, I kind of faulted right here. You know, I kind of lost my chance in the game, but you know, I couldn't save the whole game. I was saving the whole game the whole time. You know, I ain't bothered with these 10 seconds of, you know, making mistakes. It's alright, I'm not bothered with it, but hey, it was a crazy wild match. I could have done better, but sometimes you just gotta hold the team. I find those results pretty damn efficient. That's probably like the pinpoint of how good your mobile suit can be in this, you know, engagements. And I swear to God, you know, I've seen people who were able to get like 10 kills with the GBO4. I mean, GBO4, the GBO3, and goddamn, you know, I'd clap for them. I hope their booties are clapping because of how happy they are able to do those type of moments. But, you know, I have no clue why I shot in the sky. I think I was kind of predicting someone coming flying through the sky, but you know, what are the chances? Pretty damn rare. And in this match, you know, this will show you the pretty epicness of this mole suit. The speed, and the speed of this mole suit is pretty nice. It's got a little bit of, you know, potential. And right here, I'm kind of surprised, like 2 of my teammates just already died in the match. And I'm just like, oh my god. When will these, you know, when will these bad matches stop with like people always dying? And I'm trying, I'm literally trying to win. But hey, you know, you just literally have to do what you can. And right here, I was trying to like blind that Rick Diaz with the dust, and I was using the dust to my advantage, which, oh man, that guy had to literally drip some goddamn water on his eyes because he couldn't see jack shenanigans. Now I'm trying to go after this, you know, support, but you know, it would be a bad idea since I'm a general. But hey, the thing about those poor supports is that, you know, they can't handle them poor goddamn freaking crazy ones. I was able to get this Rick Diaz guy. I'm not sure if this Rick Diaz guy was really pissed off, but you know, I don't mind a free kill, you know. It's better have this guy killed than having him wander around and doing some shenanigans. And I knew he was taking his base. So. And look at the power of this thing. Man, oh man. Has some pretty heavy kick too. And this thing that actually surprised me is that, you know, I was able to last that long, and for sure I know that I'm going to be the ace. And you know, there's a lot of matches that I've had with, like, I'm just going through the matches, I'm just like, god damn, I didn't want to be an ace again, because you know, when you're low HP, that's a big no-no. And I literally, you know, I just slapped some color on this mobile suit because, you know, why not? That's a pretty damn good mobile suit. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. You know, like, I can work around with these faulties. They're understandable, but, you know, I just wish it had a little bit more power. It's gotta have more shenanigans. You know, it's just gotta be something that just mind blows me. And at this moment, you know, I was trying to guard this hill because I did not want any enemies to go right behind our allies. Now, I saw this guy, my rocket went right towards him, I believe, or just slipped right through his belly, through his crotch, through his legs, and boy oh boy, that man was lucky. Right here, I kind of baited this man with my melee. He thought I was going to go for melee, but I kind of tricked him, which was good news. Now, this Asper did not see that coming. And, you know, that's the problem with this mostly. It would have been better if I had machine guns to, like, finish that guy off. I could have used a damn freaking rifle, but I felt like my bazooka was able to get that guy right on time with frames, but time was not on my side. And as you can see, you know, you hit your own teammates with your melee. Like, that's bad. Like, I hate that. I really, really hate that about this mothersuit. Like, I try so hard to not hit my teammates, and man, it's kind of frustrating. And I believe this guy right here, he wanted to join me and start repairing my mobile suit, which I appreciated. And that's the cool thing. Another tip is that if you see an ace trying to repair, go repair him. Go repair him, because if you repair him, he's gonna last a little bit longer, and he's gonna be able to do a little bit of, you know, mishy-mashing, yeah? That potato mashing combats, which is nice. And that was pretty interesting. We were able to, you know, stop our little confrontation right here. This guy who was ever using this Asmer was kind of using it alright. You know, I'm not a big fan of Asmers because Asmer, they're just not so, they're not so good. It's kind of sad, but you know, you could say, oh, you know, I could be really good with that thing, you know, I put that in the right hand and I can do everything. Bro, you have to literally be lucky. Like, you have to be lucky throughout the whole time using that mobile suit. Wrong engagement, oh boy. You fly out of that engagement, oh boy. But this guy, he was able to do some crafty stuff in this match, and you will soon find out. And the crafty stuff that he did was, you know, cowardly stuff. But hey, he wanted to win the match, which is understandable. And the sad thing about this whole time, you know, I'm being the ace and I'm trying to hold my team? Like, come on. And throughout all these matches, like, I think, every single match I've had, and I'm showing you, he's just like, yo, come on. What is going on? And, you know, I've had so many, like, I have thousands of videos where I'm just like winning these matches, and look, this Asmer, he's just straight out lucky. Like, oh my god, it's so cringe. It's just so cringe. It's just watching him. I was like, well, if he's flying away, I might as well get a shot off. And I was able to get him, but you know, time saved his snotty little cringy ass, but oh well. That guy right behind me is looking at my banana jetpack and trying to figure out why did I put it on my mobile suit. And I believe the enemy team was able to get a really good game with that Blue Destiny, which is pretty rare those occasions, which I give that guy props for getting first with that. Now that mobile suit, it's not cringy at all, but it's very, very hard to master. Another thing this mobile suit could have been really good with, if it had like if it had a beam rifle like the Shiki, it would have been pretty nice. But you know, it never did come out in the anime like that, or this and that. It would have been nice if it had the large sniper rifle that the GBO1 FB has. And that's the problem with this mobile suit. Like, you can literally try to evade, but that guy was able to graze my thruster ass with the beam. Well, fuck it, I'm not sure which one you used, but yeah, nice stuff. And I'm trying to slither through this whole engagement. I'm trying to slither out, but you know, when you're low HP, they start giving the eye, and they're just like, nuh-uh, I'm not letting you run away. And I'm trying to look around, trying to figure out what's going on, and I see my whole teammates low HP and I died, which is understandable. But I died for a reason, because I wanted to rush these guys. Now, right here was a good moment, and I was able to surprise that. I don't know what was shooting at me. I felt like my teammate behind me shot me like I don't know how many times. But, oh well, just accept it. The denial. Oh boy. And that's cool because, you know, I feel like when you drift in this mobile suit, it gives you enough boost to just figure out what you want to do. And right here, I was going after the 7th. I was able to finish that man off. He was just blasting whatever type of rounds. He tried to wiggle out of that engagement, which, you know, it's a sign of desperation. Sounds good. And this guy right here, he was able to knock me out. And right here, you know, I was being smart. I'm gonna let my teammates, you know, smack him. I had no need to like thrust forward. I had no need to go melee. I just had to back off, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I was able to capture this Jar Jar guy right here. And boy oh boy, he must have been real frustrated to get knocked out so fast in the lead. And the cool thing about those Jar Jars is that when they approach you, you know, it is obvious they are going to go for a melee. Because that's what the Jar Jar is really only good for. Melees. The Jar Jar is absolutely a devastating mobile suit. It's like a 10 out of 10. Like the beam, the rockets, the 2 melee weapons. Yo, it's some nasty stuff. Now, I'm just trying to save this #1 guy because, you know, he's #1. And he died. I'm just like, oh well, shit. I just wrote myself my own death note. Now, the thing is about me, you know, I just love going into these large engagements because that's where you start learning. When you literally do these large engagements, you start learning how everybody works and how everybody moves. You see how a lot of them missed and they're like so bad. Like, I could have died a long time ago and I couldn't do anything because a lot of my teammates were just literally kicking back and watching me die. And the thing about me is that I'm always, and when I mean always, I'm always trying to save my teammates. When I save teammates, it really helps. And you should also be saving your teammates because it really helps you out in the very end. And if you save your teammates, you save the team. That's how you win a game. And if you don't save your teammates, oh boy, things get really cocky. And what I mean really cocky is like your whole team just literally gets slathered with honey swords. And your team can't do anything. They're just dying every single 2 or 3 seconds. And then the whole enemy team, thinking that they're so beastly, they come in all cocky, like real freaking cocky, thinking that they are so goddamn good, all because of a dude didn't start saving their own teammates. Like right here, I wanted to save my teammate from dying, but that's the problem with this mobile suit. You literally knock your teammates down with your goddamn melee. And it's just like, yo, what the heck? And right over here, you know, this Jar Jar guy. Nice color though. Like, he has a really nice color scheme right here. Me and this GBO3 are trying to work together, trying to get this guy, you know, to a really good spot for me to finish him off. And I was able to finish him off right there. And throughout this whole time, I'm just, look how clutch, like this is so clutch. I just killed 2 mobile suits, low HP, and I was in low HP, you know what I mean? Now right here, I'm just trying to repair, trying to do what I can because I know the game is over. Now look how clutch. Even having a really good ace sometimes doesn't even save the game. I was able to get a kill right there. Like, I'm just literally giving my teammates some space by eradicating enemies. And look, there's another clutch shot right there. Let's see. Now right over here, this is not coward. You are supposed to run away. If you're gonna die, if you're an ace, you might as well save your team some points. Now, I was I was doing good. And yeah, that's GBO3 at its most finest, when you're able to do some really nice capable things. And I'll see you all later, and you all take care.